good morning, good afternoon, good evening maybe, depending on what time it is when you see this video. Today is May 12th, 2022, and I want to use this as like a second disclaimer because I originally recorded this video over a year ago, and I recorded a disclaimer over a year ago on separate occasions. And since I created that video, I've struggled with releasing it. Wasn't sure if it was something that can be useful, helpful for someone, or if it might be taken the wrong way. But it's May. It's Mental Health Awareness Month. And the message is simple. It's one that can't be overlooked. Mental health is important. So this is a disclaimer. It's an updated disclaimer because some of the references are a little outdated. However, the message is the same. It remains that mental health is important. So hopefully this can shed light, empower someone, and maybe help someone if need be. But you guys, ladies, people, take care of yourselves and each other. Peace. Hey, what's up, everyone? This here serves as a disclaimer, a warning of some sort, because what you are about to hear, see, witness is some of the painful moments that I've experienced in my life so far. And it's not how I feel now or lately. This is how I felt years ago, over a decade ago. But part of Mr.DeepVoice, for me, is trying to educate, try to motivate, share my life stories and lessons and things that I've been through. Not just for people now to see it, but in the future. People that I might not even know who may come across this. But this is called my deathbed. And what it happens to focus on is a moment in time where I felt real low. So once again, this is just a disclaimer. It's not how I feel now. This is part of me sharing my experiences, because I can't just share all the good stuff or things that went right. I have to share it all. I want to share it all. I'm trying to be as transparent as I can. So give this a listen, give it a look. And if you can relate to this, let me know. And if you want to talk, drop a comment. I'm here for you. So here it is. If I should die right now, there's a few people I don't want to hear saying that they miss me, because I'm here right now. And when I ask for help, y'all dismiss me. As a kid growing up, y'all used to diss me. You would say things like, "You're fat, black, and ugly as ever. You're too dark." If you was a little lighter, I would go with you. You stayed in your mom's stomach too long. She overcooked you. You came out burnt, extra crispy. So growing up, I tried to stay so fresh and so clean. But I ain't had money for those name brand things. But in high school, I kept those Galaxy white tees extra crispy. I always wondered why I never liked that cereal Rice Krispies. It reminded me too much of myself. I never knew when I would snap, crackle, or just pop. Sometimes it's hard for me to just stop and not do something I would regret. Well, in 2009, I did something I would regret. I took a blade to my arm and I swiped right. Yes, that's right. Because on this night, it just felt right that I end it all and I take my life. But it wasn't working. I even switched hands and did the same to the other arm. I guess I wasn't strong. As I sat there, I looked down and I seen the blood flowing like streams into a pond. But it was at that moment I felt so cold-blooded. So I looked up at the night sky. It was stone cold, but it was star-studded. A twinkle came to my eye. Tears started falling like rain from the sky. All I can hear in my mind was my mom yelling, "Why?" Just like on the night my older brother attempted suicide. But on this night, God told me to sit tight because he wasn't ready for me to come home. I just prayed that he stopped making me feel so alone and that he let me make it to the next morning. Well, 12 years later, I'm 32 years old and I still think about things I would have missed out on. I would have never gave my father an opportunity to see one of his children graduate college. I would have never gotten married. I would have never seen my younger brother graduate high school. I would have never seen KD, Kyrie, and James Harden on the Nets. Every day I wake up, I look up and thank God because I'm blessed. And to think, I almost threw it away because of stress. I really am Biggie Smalls. I'm living life after my death. So the next time I'm on my deathbed, it won't be because of something I did. I'm well aware that this world ain't fair. I just pray that when that day comes when I'm no longer here, that y'all remember that Amir F. Beasley was here. Yeah. So there you have it, guys. My deathbed. But even in pain, there is light. Because even for such a situation that I've explained in this video, there's valuable lessons to be learned, to be had. Just because I felt like I hit rock bottom, or you might have felt like you hit rock bottom, you can still rise up and become the people's champion. Let me say it again. Just because you felt like you might have hit rock bottom does not mean you cannot rise up and become the people's champion. You know, when I look at my arms, I still see some of the scars from that night. But a lot of it is covered by the watch and my charm. You know, this is a topic that hits close to home. As you've seen in the video, you've heard, I have an older brother who attempted suicide. I myself have attempted suicide. But I've also lost someone close to me in 2011 who succeeded in second dare suicide attempt. And it's one of the worst feelings ever. Left with questions. What more can I have done? I didn't see the signs. They look so happy. Well, you can never judge a book by its cover. So if you or someone you know is thinking about committing suicide or have tried to, and you feel like you want to talk, you can call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-8255. 1-800-273-8255. That's the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. And if you don't want to talk to them, reach out to me. Various methods. You can leave a comment under my YouTube video. You can leave a comment, hit my DM on Instagram, Mr.DeepVoice. And if you know me in real life, you work with me, your family, you're a friend, and you see me on a daily basis, you can pull me aside and say, hey, can I talk to you? I need someone to talk to. But please, reach out. I'd rather hear your story than read your obituary. I'd rather hear your story. So, just please, if you know someone or you yourself, reach out. As in the words of the late and great Alvin Beasley, my father, no one plans to fail, they just fail to plan. Till next time, guys, peace and love.